How you doing, everyone? This is Matthias Atva from Dreadnought, your Dreadnought PS4 replay guy. Well, the amazing player replay sent into Dreadnought just keep coming, and I have yet another super awesome player replay cast. That's right, Valherus0 is taking time out of his busy career as a lurking ambush predator, ready to pounce on people from behind when they least expect it in either his Brutus or Nevis Corvette, and is instead electing to send in this awesome replay in his Tier 5 Gora. That's right, a very underrepresented category here in the replay cast so far would be the Aquila Vector ships, and Val is happy to oblige us with his legendary Pain Train build. That's right, he's going to make Dreadnoughts jealous and put other destroyers to shame as he goes in head first, taking everyone on the enemy team on and dishing it back out as he collides with entire enemy formations and fleets and smashes them without regret or remorse. Val's epic Gora build has been unofficially dubbed by many of us the Pain Train, even though it has no official name. It does sport the Huskarl paint job from the Huskarl hero ship, has the Cybertree Society emblem, and no icon. Of course, you know the Gora uses the Heavy Ballistic Guns 5 and Flak 5, but Val's module layout is Flash Torpedoes 5 for close range shenanigans and extra damage, Torpedo Salvo 5, which is a very underused and very powerful module that delivers consistent damage with an extremely low cooldown rate at a very respectable 3 kilometers, Drain Pulse 5, because even though Val's build likes to hog the energy, he doesn't like other people to have energy, so I guess that makes him just a little bit selfish. And of course, Energy Generator 5, so he can use his Retaliator frontline mechanic. His officer briefing list is unique. It's very bold, confident, and aggressive. He uses Retaliator so that he can lower the module cooldown for all of his modules, and it pairs very well with Energy Generator as long as he's in the thick of it and taking damage. Destruction Cascade, which means every time he gets a kill, he just keeps the pain going. Engine Rigger, so that he can use the extra energy he's getting from Energy Generator 5, and the last officer briefing, Get My Good Side, to put more power into engines so he can get to the front line that much quicker. In this legendary onslaught match on Red Sands, his team consists of Scroat, who's giving support in a Octa, and Mooks55, who is one of my favorite players in the game, very elusive and aggravating in his Nevis Corvette, and most of the friendly team is 4 level 4 bots. So I would say that Val has a tremendous disadvantage in this one. On the enemy team is a good mix of rank 4, rank 5 players, 1 bot, and of course Bobby McFallen and Brainiac777, both of which are feared, respected, and very accomplished players on the PSN network. As all of you know, and as many of you will find out, for all my player replay casts, for all the replays sent in, they are completely unscripted and done in real time, only editing out things like traffic noises, telephone calls, and cat meows. Now, this is a slightly different format than what we're used to because the beginning of this match does go a little slow, so we have a little bit of time to talk about Val's build and his strategy and something about Val himself. Now, Val is usually, as mentioned before, kind of an ambush predator, preferring to use very aggressive, sneaky tactics in very powerful warships that are often glass cannons. So I was very surprised when he sent this replay in because I was expecting something more akin to Persistent Flame, Scroat, or Seba, and boy was I surprised he sent in this replay. And I have to say, so far all the replay casts have been phenomenal, but I have to rank the 2 top replays so far that I've casted to be Seba's Ram replay and this one, and you'll see why just before the half point of the match. Val really does open a can of kick butt and completely destroys the enemy team. I assure you there will be no need for the enemy team to pucker up or cover each other's back or look behind them, because Val's not sneaking in the back door. This time he's shoving those torpedoes right down the enemy's throat. And you're going to see him right on the front line taking on the entire enemy team with only one healer, that being Scroat, getting his back. And let me tell you, Scroat actually has a lot of his attention divided in this match between all the other players, being mainly bots, on Val's team. So let's continue and pick up here in the match. And so far we've had a decent amount of combat with Val destroying a lot of these stray Corvettes, and as you see, a couple players have already left and been replaced with bots. And you know how bots are. They'll come in with Corvettes, throw caution to the wind, and be very reckless indeed. And Val is happy to pick up those kills. Now, he was going after the ships down Hogan's Alley right there, and we have another bot here in Agora, but that is quickly taken care of by Val's team. And now he's going to turn the corner into this valley between these two mountainous areas right here, trying to protect his command ship. Picks up the parry right there, and Scroat is behind him but is focusing mainly on the command ship, and Mooks is trying to keep the enemy artillery cruisers busy. But of course Val picks up the kill with his long-range firepower, because those guns may not be the most accurate or rapid firing, but do a lot of damage. And this is where Val starts picking up the game here. So far we've enjoyed kind of an average game, very casual play, a lot of firepower being exchanged at long range, but now we see two Dreadnoughts, an artillery cruiser and a destroyer, and another Dreadnought above with not one, but two tactical cruisers taking Val on all by himself. Now we have the command ship, and that is being repaired by Scroat right now, but once in a while he does put some repairs onto Val, but he really doesn't need it because he has energy generator and get my good side. So you see his angling his ship so that he takes fire from the side wherever possible. And of course you see those flashpoint torpedoes ready to go, and they do go off right there, but he won't always fire them because Val's a good player and he's looking for armor amp on these Dreadnoughts, like right there. And he's also looking for a frontline freak. He's also looking for the armor booster pulse, so he's trying to use his flashpoints at very good spots. And you see time and time again he's just going to be using torpedo salvo 5 all over the place, because he's turning to the side, taking fire on his shields, getting more energy back from energy generator, and every time he takes damage being in the front of the rest of his team like this, it just makes torpedo salvo 5 almost instantaneous. Every time you see him taking a lot of fire, he can just continuously launch those. You see he keeps getting Berserker after Berserker. I do believe that's a second Berserker, plus a frontline freak, a blocked, a parry, and a smooth sailing so far. And he keeps going right back in. Now he's using engine rigger with the full power energy bar that he has from energy generator to keep right in the face of the enemy, keep right in the center of the action, and absorb all the fire that the enemy has to offer. And because his shields almost never go down, he cannot take all that much damage, and he can prevent a lot of it so that Scroat doesn't have such a hard time. And right there with the technical kill, he gets the caretaker, and he's just going right through these guys, eating them up, even though they have not one but two tactical cruisers repairing the enemy Dreadnoughts. But Mooks comes in, grabs a tactical cruiser right there, and of course Val moves in to finish this poor bot artillery cruiser that is way out of place, way too close to the front line. And right now he's just toying with his prey and decides to finish him off right there for the double kill. Here we have yet another Dreadnought coming in, eating 23,000 damage, of course, from the flash torpedoes. But is he using anything like module booster, module recycler? No, he wants destruction cascade. He knows he's going to get the kills. He knows he's out front. He knows he can deliver the damage, and he just went entirely through the enemy team. Oh no! A Brutus comes in to deliver the ram, and Val almost dodged it, but of course Scroat's there to get his back, and with some firepower easily picks up the tactical kill. Now that Dreadnought from before snuck past him, but that's alright. He has a flash torpedo at the ready, and Scroat uses some deft maneuvering up and down to dodge the enemy fire, and it's too late. Val picks up the second double kill for the domination. Getting some energy back with energy generator, and that was the first run of the pain train. Choo, go in, take out the entire enemy team. As you see, most of Val and Scroat's team is in the background. Of course, we have Mooks helping out where he can, but the other 4 bots are way in the back, totally lost, not knowing what they're doing. It's basically all Val here, and he's continually taking damage, but that's all right. He's got energy to spare and shields to get that 75% damage reduction, and he's going to continue to take on the entire team, even when he's getting his armor busted down. That's perfectly fine. Scroat has his back. Continually firing those torpedoes, trying to take Bobby McFallen out in his tactical cruiser, knowing that he needs to take these TAC cruisers out. I believe that's the 3rd smooth sailing, 4th berserker, and I believe that's the 2nd or 3rd frontline freak. This is ridiculous, the amount of points coming in. He is putting other dreadnoughts to shame. There is no armor amp or armor booster pulse. There is no green shield. Another flash torpedo salvo right in there, taking out yet another ship. 2 destroyers starting to move in on Val's position, and a dreadnought getting jealous and trying to be a frontline freak himself. We have our 2nd gun chief. I believe that's the 5th or 6th berserker. The torpedo salvo 5 continually fires. We're averaging just about, oh, look at that. That was a 2-second cooldown. It normally has a 6 to 9 second cooldown, but he's taking so much damage on his shields. It's basically 1 or 2 seconds, almost instantaneous. And of course, the flash torpedo salvo. We get a saboteur, by the way, right there, along with a tactical kill. The flash torpedo salvo has, I believe, an 18 to second cooldown normally, but with retaliator and this much damage coming in, another smooth sailing and another blocked, it now has essentially a 3 to 4 second module cooldown on Flashpoint Torpedo Salvo. So that's just outstanding. He's really just delivering the pain, delivering the punishment. It keeps going over here. Now he's going after this tactical cruiser. Again, more torpedo salvos, another Flashpoint salvo, and a bot with a destroyer. But that's okay because he's also got his main ballistic cannons and his flak guns. And it's yet another technical kill along with a tactical kill as the Torpedo Salvo 5 hits its mark, and we have another Gora coming in, but that Gora is going to be taken out by the heavy ballistic guns and earning a caretaker for Val as the bot cleans up the enemy teammate behind him, and he gets kill credit for that kill. Wow, I just can't believe it. He is powering through the enemy team, lined them up right in the slot, right in the corridor, and just rammed right through them, just throwing damage out there, taking it all on the chin, and getting all these points and all these awards. And the match is almost over, folks, and this is going to be phenomenal. Wait till you see the score and the kill count at the end of this one. The torpedoes just keep coming, the damage just keeps coming in and feeding that module cooldown, and it's just no good. They cannot take out Scroat, they cannot take out Val. It's a never-ending train of pain, and we have 299 to 112, and we see a poor little bot corvette, and with one Flashpoint torpedo salvo, that is the end of the match. Wow. I couldn't even keep up with the second half of this video. It was just amazing, Val, just amazing. You truly do make this Gora build a frontline freak, making all the other dreadnoughts in the game jealous. 5,946 points, 19 kills, 0 deaths, 7 assists, with only 1 tactical Scroat getting his back, with Mooks getting very, very good anti-artillery cruiser patrol and protecting Scroat where he needed it, and 4 essentially useless level 4 bots in the background doing nothing. Very good game. Brainiac fought very hard. Bobby McFallen fought very hard. As Kuma fought very hard. But it just wasn't enough. And the Space Apes again take the day. So that was a really, really good replay. I'm very proud of you, Val. This is a totally different direction, a good gear shift for the kind of replay cast we've had. We focused a lot on very aggressive solo play from Persistent Flame, Scroat, and Seba using ships like the Brutus and the Nevis. And here we have an Akula Vector ship showing that they truly do make indestructible ships, and not only can they take it, but they can give it out. What a great replay. It was a lot of fun to watch, and I could barely keep up, Val. I could barely keep up. If you guys, any of you, not just the Space Apes, want your replay cast on the channel and don't feel intimidated, remember, Scroat didn't send in his best all-time replay. He sent the one he loved the most, and so did Val. These guys have had better scores, but these are the replays they love and want to show you because they had a blast, and I'll have a blast casting yours as well. So get in touch with me if you want your replay cast on the channel, and we'll make it happen. Well, that's it from me for now, and I'll see you soon in Sinley Bay.